Shit. Well, happy Mother's Day to all of you. Some of you guys still got your mother, some of you don't. Today is Mother's Day, and just remember your mama, man. I mean, my mama was great. I don't know about your mama, but if she wasn't all the way what you wanted her to be, God damn it, she still was mom's. And today is the day you give her props. I got so much I want to talk to you about today. And I may as well just get right into it. And you guys, I know you look at me and you say, man, that motherfucker, he's so old and he fucking be just drinking and smoking weed. Hey man, listen, I appreciate all y'all concern, but you don't have to be concerned because no matter what comes up as far as the doctor tell me, or you, or anybody, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not a reckless person or I want to die or something. Nah, man. It's just that I'm not doing nothing to extremes. Should I buy hella weed though? I buy hella alcohol too. And I buy hella food. I buy hella everything. And people be telling me about change. Change that, man. Stop that, bud. Really, ooh, that's a fine motherfucker hitting me just now. Uh, you know, you be telling me that I don't need to smoke that weed. You don't need to drink that alcohol. But me, I do. I need all that. I need everything I do. I got problems. But there's one thing that you never see me tripping about. And you know what that is? Making the right move as far as changing when it's time to change. I'm not going to be stuck on something because I'm stuck. I'm going to be stuck on something because it's right. And when it ceases being right, I'm changing. Change is an important factor in our life. We have to understand change or else we'll resist it. I'm serious, fellas. What I'm going to talk to you about today is what I talk about all the time. Me, what I do. But I'm not really talking about me, man. For the short-sighted motherfucker that want to compare me with all these people, that they think I'm talking about me because that's what people do. But I'm not. I'm really talking about how you should see yourself. I'm really talking about what's going to propel you to be the man that you want to be. See, because it's something you guys are not taking under consideration, or at least to me, I don't feel you're giving it enough consideration. And you know what that is? From the age of 20, I went out there in them streets, blah, 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 did whatever, blah, 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 start pimping, blah, 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 whatever. What I'm saying is when the time came for me to, change, I did. That was like 15 years ago. But then there was like 2 or 3 changes in those 15 years that I had to go through that I didn't know if I was ready for them. But what I'm saying is in the last 10 years, just about everything I've done, you've witnessed. Because I've been on Facebook, and I'll let you guys see how I roll. I mean, I'm not one of those characters that just talk a whole bunch of shit and hope you believe it. I'm one of those motherfuckers that talk a whole bunch of shit and hope you don't believe it. And then I hope you have the nerve to come on my page and tell me you don't believe it. I ain't gonna hate you, man, but you're a motivating factor to me in my life. Because I'm laying to show you you can't doubt me. But your doubting me helps me be me. Because hell, if I was saying shit and none of y'all doubted it, then I would be saying some mediocre bullshit. I'm glad you guys doubt me because you get to see how I roll. Do you pay attention to how I roll? Man, I'm not bragging about no money. You see, I just wear regular shirts. I got bare fingers. I got jewelry. I don't fucking wear it. Matter of fact, next time I fucking do a show, I might wear some of that shit so you can see I got all that shit. I don't need that fucking shit. I don't. When I say something that I'm gonna do, I say I'm finna do this. Fellas, you can't tell me you haven't seen that I go out and do it. You can't tell me you haven't seen that. And I keep saying I, but I'm not bragging. What I'm saying is a real motherfucker, whoever it is. That's if it's the cops, if it's a lawyer, whoever the fuck it is, what they say out their mouth, that's how they roll. If they the top flight motherfucker in that field. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not your average motherfucker. There's people who've lived an extraordinary life. I've lived an extraordinary life. I've done hella shit. Big shit, little shit, all kind of shit. But the most important thing that I'm trying to express to you is that I did what I wanted to do. I don't care if you like it or hate it or love it. I fucking did what I wanted to do. And I'm doing it now at 66 years old. Yeah, that's brand. Yeah, okay, I'm doing what I want to do, but that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you believe something and what you're believing is off the beaten path, no one's going to encourage you and help you believe what the fuck you talking about you believe. But they will. You just got to know how to see it. Because the ones that's helping you do what you really want to do are the haters. The haters, they make you do. They make you do it because they hate you. And you want to say, fuck you, hater. And you want to do it in their face. While they trying to post something about hating me, kind of come up. Wait till you see what I drop on Juneteenth, the 19th of June. Just wait. And then in a little while, you're going to be seeing my motherfucking the trailers for the DOAD. Excuse me. You guys know I get hay fever. I mean, I get it. I got hay fever, and every so often that shit clogged my nose up. But see, I ain't the average dude that didn't live this extraordinary life. And then I want to come and brag to you about it, and I don't want to offer any assistance or any of that. No, man, I do want to brag about what I lived and what I've done because it is and was extraordinary. I'm that way because I ain't afraid to change. You got to understand how important change is to you. Sometimes the things you think about, the things you think, period, the way you are, sometimes that shit need a makeover. I mean, people get a makeover to their careers, makeover to how they look. What about a makeover to how you think? Well, you better ask yourself, do you need a makeover? And if you did need a makeover, would you know how to go about making yourself over? Do these words that I'm saying mean anything to you? Because this is life. You can't stay the same. You can if you start out on top and be on top forever, but you can't be on top forever unless you change. Not your mentality, but with whatever is the time. You do have to change. So, change is important, but you got to understand change is relative. You might just have to sit up straight in order so you can see better in order to drive better. Or you might have to do something drastic. I'm saying change is relative. To what though? What is it relative to? See, that's where you and all your friends fall short. Because you don't care what it's relative to. You just want to be able to say you did it. Nah, man, change is relative. It's important for me to change when the time comes, just as it's important for you to change when the time comes. But I'll venture to wager any amount that it's more important for your ass to change than it is for me to change. At this moment in time, right now, I'll bet that. See, I get a lot of dudes who, get at me and they want coaching. They $120, I mean, they don't have to spend it, they can spend 40. But they want to spend $120. And I tell them, look, I'm about money. But I ain't about taking your money. So what I'm saying is when a dude hit me and they want to get coached for an hour, I already know I'm not going to talk to this motherfucker no hour. He just spending money, wasting money. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick it with him the first 15 minutes about whatever the fuck. And if I see in 15 minutes that he really don't have nothing to go on that's going to make me want to take this other 45 minutes, you know what I tell that motherfucker? Dude, you only spent 15 minutes. So you got 45 more. Live a little bit. Right now, whatever the fuck you want to talk about, when you want to talk about it, and let's set up another session. And we could do that 3 more times, 15 minutes each, because as you see, 15 minutes is a long fucking time. And unless you bout it, you really can't talk about the same thing for 15 minutes. So, I mean, I do that because I don't want to take their money. Of course, if I just wanted money, I can take it. Woo, not just stand up, and bullshit with them for a fucking hour. No, man, I ain't like that. I'm really about something. So I'm not saying it's useless to be fucking with you guys like this. I don't believe it's useless. But it is trying. It does try my patience. But that's nothing new to me. See, I went through changes with a lot of bitches before I realized what I'm bringing to you. And before I realized, the shit that's important. Which is they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn if I'm not the same or if I am the same. Now, if these bitches was doing something for me and was doing it because of the level I roll on, see, as long as I'm doing that, rolling on that level, I'm cool. But what I do to roll on that level, it can, not that it will, but it can change. And them bitches gonna wanna fuck with me because I'm gonna be on the same level again. But it's not always that simple. It's not. See, I ain't had any involvement with the law about shit. And I guess if I did, they wouldn't feel that I'm a different man because whatever I did since I left the game, they would not. If they ran me, found my record, they would just say whatever they say. They would think, okay, so I left the game. And so what? So I went to school. I left the game, got a job, rose to a managerial position within 4 years. So fucking what? You know why I say that? Because I went through all the legitimate shit that they say will help you. Come out the streets, get a job, do well, you'll prosper. But whenever I wanted to use any of that shit, hey, I'm a supervisor at woo woo woo. Whenever I wanted to use that fucking shit, something about my past would come up. No matter what I did, no matter what I do, I realized 10 years ago, I really realized this, but I realized I'd never be able to leave my fucking rosebud persona behind me. Now, I would have did it. I would have did it if I could have lost the belief or the love that I have in Rosebud. Nah, I decided to leave the peripherals alone. I left that cane alone. I left the streets and the nightlife alone. And I did that in order to leave that shit behind me and become a successful square. Because what motherfucker want to change but don't leave his immediate environment? Whatever you're doing, if you want to change, you're going to have to leave the environment you was doing it in. Or you bullshitting. Change is very important. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what makes me Bud. I'm resilient because I am not afraid to change. Because my personality, my persona, my fucking level of think consciousness, none of that's gonna change. But what I'm pursuing may change. See, what I'm really trying to get you to understand is it ain't about money. Because when I was a big old square, I'm still a big old square, but not the working Joe type square. I was earning $62K. But I was broke as fuck because I still spent money like I did when I was in the streets. I had no budgeting type mind. Man, I had to realize that not only was my thinking, counterproductive, going against what I wanted to do, the motherfuckers that I was fucking with kept doing shit that made me want to stay fucking kind of with the game. And when I, scienced on this one night, and I thought about it, two things I gathered, from the reality of what I was doing. One was, if a motherfucker been involved in any type of illegal activity and you trying to leave all that shit alone. See, motherfuckers don't want you to change. Don't. Believe me, I'm telling you. People don't want you to change. The second thing is even if you do change, those people don't give a fuck that you changed. They're going to remember you and identify you with what you did that was illegal. Change or your changing doesn't matter to them. And the reason is once you get on that treadmill of or that rat race of illegality and you get involved with the motherfucking man, they're going to do all in their power to limit you because of what you did that was illegal. but you've stopped. They don't care. You're still this illegal person to them. So, if they allow you, or if they allow you or a person like me to win, they'll cease to get paid for our presence in the system because it's all about the system. Now, change. At one time, the state, the cities, they ran the prisons and the jails. But now it's big business. It's like a motel. And when your motel is sold out, you get money. What I'm saying is the system wants you to stay in it at all costs because if that bed is empty, that motherfucker that's running the jail now, because it ain't the state, it ain't the government, it ain't the city, it's some kind of private contractor that they got Motel 6 going on in the motherfucking jailhouse, and they want to keep it full. If you don't believe that, you don't have to believe it. But the fucking world ain't scared of change. Because when it's time to change, they change it. So now that's the law. Motherfuckers keep the beds full and you gonna get that amount of money. Woo woo. You think they ain't gonna figure out a way to keep your ass in jail? Especially if you doing stupid shit? Because you ain't changing? You been doing stupid shit when it was just going in and coming out. But now your ass going in there and they figuring out how to keep you in there. Come on, man. You got to change. You got to change what you was doing. Jails and prisons are fucking big business in this country. So the powers that be, they've reinterpreted many laws to keep you under their watch. They changed the laws. Because the laws don't fuck with them anyway. They ain't doing none of the goddamn shit they make the laws for. And when they do it, what they do? Spend their money to interpret the law again so it can change for them. But that motherfucker ain't changing for you. So, you got to see how to play. That's how the Peckerwood play. We play like this. We change. There ain't no doubt about it. We change it. It's unequal. We know it. It's unequal because they ain't ever got to face the kind of legal system we do. But unless we understand as individuals first and then as a group of motherfuckers that we got to change, we just going to be caught up in the shit. I knew what I had to do. And it really didn't take me a long time for me to really realize I had to get my ass away from all the bad influence around me. Even when I was in Vallejo, had left LA, went to Vallejo, I still was kind of around those people. Not that the people are bad. What they do is not for me. So when I came to Vegas, I didn't know anyone up here. And I had to get me a new start. And I wasn't going to allow them motherfuckers to put a toe tag on me. Because of, these fools out here today want to kill a nigga. No. So I had to change. And my change involved income. So what I'm saying is, if you ready for change, if you deal with change as life happens, and you use your own goals, you could be self-sufficient. In that way, you won't be rigid. You'll be flexible. Not that you will change. It's that you can change. You're able to change. And you know when to change. And you change when you choose to change. Which is what gonna make you a motherfucker. That 62 rack shit, I'm killing that now. Man. And I drink. I do every fucking thing I want to do. I'm going to do everything I want to do. And if something I want to do shorten my life, then that's me. But I'm 66. I'm basically healthy. So, I don't see changing pleasing me. What I'm saying is, if I was in them streets today, I wouldn't last a New York fucking minute. Either some motherfucker would kill my ass or I'd kill them motherfucker and end up in the goddamn system some more. Fuck that. I ain't gonna lie. When I was doing a few months, motherfuckers would get out from doing a year and or some motherfucker be coming from the joint, getting ready to go to a halfway house, been in the joint 9 years. They then transition and they get out after doing all that time, and then they come back before I left, and I was only doing 6 months. I mean, this is how motherfuckers live. Back and forth to the motherfucking jailhouse, man. I'm not finna go back and forth to no damn jailhouse. No, man. I'm gonna be then made whatever mistake I made, and I'm finna learn from it. So, oh man, it's a revolving door for many motherfuckers. And the state love that shit. No matter what state it is, they get paid from your ass, not the state, them contractors, them personal contractors. They getting paid. They love it. But what about the motherfucker like me? The man or woman who learned a lesson the very first time they got locked up. See, the government don't care that you changed because you're already tagged as a felon. And that shit gonna follow you all your life. Even if you changed. That jacket will never leave you. It's gonna never leave you alone, and that's exactly what they fucking want you to think. They want you to think, what's the fucking use? See, the way most Americans look at changing themselves, they look at it as a task, too much, too hard, can't do it. But it's really not. You can change your ways and you can learn the ways of a successful motherfucker, proactive in all. Y'all gotta be noticing some of the things I say come true. Ain't no way you can't admit that shit I be saying come true. It come true because I make it. Because I get a lot of you motherfuckers daily thanking me for lacing you. How can you really make change if you don't leave your past behind you? See, these things are just a couple of the things, you know, or a couple of the reasons that I'm like I am. Shit, I could really give a fuck about anything going on in this goddamn country. Because what should I care for? I can't do nothing about it. You can say I can't vote and all that bullshit. Motherfuckers right now passing laws to hamper voting. So if a motherfucker could actually start some shit like that in this day and time, knowing how fucked up it is to fuck with people's right to vote, I mean, come on, man. They saying fuck you, man, because they can. I'm telling you. Stocks and all that business bullshit, this shit is schemes. Ponzi schemes. And it's schemes that you think is legal because they say it's legal because you can, if you're lucky, make some money on it. Because that's what they want the country to buy into. But what they want you to do is give them your money so them rich ass motherfuckers can use your money to gamble with. Let me tell you something. whenever there's a person or a group of motherfuckers controlling whatever the fuck, the only people that win are the people that started the shit and the very few people that got in at the very beginning. Because you can't win unless you own 18. So what happens is they get whoever on their team, and then they start telling you and me, because you see I'm having a team and my team is growing. They get you to thinking you could be on their team, but you can't, and you might even make some money. But what you don't really understand is the stocks, all these commodities, is based on what some motherfucker or some group of motherfuckers say. And they can say what the fuck they want to say because they ain't saying it with their own money. They saying it with your money. So if you ain't on their team, you gonna lose. And if you are on their team, you just gonna do a little better than break even. That's how it goes. When you or I think of the same kind of shit to make some kind of money, uh, with our little small investment or whatever level we on. See, we run some kind of pyramid scheme. That's what they say. People know that other people make the stocks rise and fall, not the actual commodity. It's not based on commodities and whatever action the commodity take up or down. It's totally based on a group of people's thought on how they can manipulate your money today, your account tomorrow. You don't care that them motherfuckers been busted numerous times at the shit. They continue to do it just as most criminals continue to go back and forth to jail. These motherfuckers just don't go back and forth to jail because they make what they're doing legal. It's just, the commodities rising and falling. Oh, it can cost $10 right now. But then if Trump say, fuck this, oh, it'll go down to $6. And then he can say, you know what? I changed my fucking mind. Then it'll go back up to 10.50. And the motherfucker that's controlling that shit ain't hardly talking about oil, barrels of oil that have gotten bigger or smaller or less in it, or none of that shit is changing the price. It's cost the same fucking amount it's always cost to drill for that goddamn oil. Why the barrel change? Why the price change? Because motherfuckers say, you know what, shit is going on over here, so I think this is going to affect this, so I think woo, woo, woo. But the cold part about it is they thinking it with your money. They ain't thinking it with their money. Man, this country is not for you to win, not for you, individual, to win. And you need to do as I do and get your own shit going and keep it going for as long as you can maintain it. And if you win, it'll be because you went for you. I go for me. And in the course of doing that, I go for broke. I'm not going halfway to do anything because I'm gonna go halfway because I ain't sure, motherfucker. I'm gonna not be sure and get sure doing it. The government knows some of us is gonna slip through the cracks, but they also know the vast majority of motherfuckers will never win. They will continue to support the rich or the 1%ers' ability to win because the 99% of the people are afraid of change. And I'm not talking about country change. I'm talking about personal change. change within yourself so that you will stop needing outside forces to be you. And with that, fellas, I guess I'm gonna be gone, man. I love what I'm doing. I love you motherfuckers because you guys keep me going. I ain't talking about finances, I'm talking about mentally. I think about you. What you guys don't know is I shave for you. I mean, sometimes my shit be growing out. But I got shaved today because I want to kick it. What I'm saying is there's times when things you're talking about are much more than the subject. These things that I'm talking, the change and the different things about change is important. But what I'm talking about that's more important than the actual subject is your ability to understand it, comprehend what it's going to do for you. All right, I'm gone.